Hey everyone, so it's your favorite Black single mother here, Samantha, the millennial introvert. And today I want to talk about Teyana Taylor and her struggle marriage. So, as we all found out around November of this year, Teyana finally came out and let us all know that she is indeed getting a divorce from her husband. But I think what was really extremely interesting was because Teyana Taylor didn't tell us about that divorce until like almost a year after she had already filed. So let's just jump right into it and get into these details because it is messy. So Teyana Taylor confirmed she's divorcing Iman Shumpert, says it's heartbreaking. The details were leaked. And as I've said before in my other videos, I feel like the only reason Teyana Taylor came forward and told us about this divorce that she's filed almost a year ago was because details were leaked and things were about to come out. So as usual, here come the celebrities or their handlers or their PR team, whomever, doing their damage control and trying to get ahead of the story before everybody finds out. And they're like, what the heck is going on with hashtag couples goals, hashtag marriage goals. So the singer first announced her separation from the retired basketball player back in September. And this is going to be some juicy details, y'all. So Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert are officially ending their marriage. On Friday, the singer, aged 32, responded to news she had filed for divorce from the former Cleveland Cavaliers shooting guard, aged 33, after 7 years of marriage. Taylor posted a statement on social media 2 days after TMZ first broke the news that she had previously taken legal steps to end their relationship in January. In a post on her Instagram, the quote-unquote gonna love me singer said the divorce filing was quote-unquote leaked to the public. I mind my business, don't bother nobody, and y'all know I've never played about my children, family, and our privacy, Taylor began the post. I have not spoken on this private matter to any media outlets or blogs, etc. So everyone claiming Teyana's quote-unquote Teyana said didn't get any statements directly from me. She continued. These statements were taken from private court documents that were leaked to the public. It is very heartbreaking that somebody would take out the time to make such a private matter public for the world to see. So, of course, you probably wondered, just like me, what is she talking about? So the singer-songwriter who shares two daughters, Iman Junie Taylor, age 7, and Rue Rose, age 3, with the retired athlete, went on to say that protecting my family is one thing I've always done, and for my children, I will continue to do so. Please, if y'all love y'all, play nieces Junie and Rue like y'all have shown, please allow myself and my family some privacy to resolve this matter in peace. She finished adding, love y'all. Teyana, you know it does not ever end that quietly and that quickly, okay? So the news comes after Taylor confirmed her separation in September. In all fairness, Iman and I are separated and have been for a while, she wrote in an Instagram post on September 17th. To be 1000% clear, now this is the real issue that everybody had. This is the real issue that everybody always has. It's the fakety fake. We don't do the fakety fake because everybody love to flex, throw their marriages all up in everybody's face, throw they little rings around in everybody's face and tell everybody they I's married and make everybody feel like they're not good enough because they haven't found the one. So when things like this happen, it's like, oh my gosh, now I suddenly have to humble myself. But they don't do that. They still be trying to double down and pretend and fake and dodge and duck and do the most instead of just coming out and saying things were not what as they seemed. I had to put on a show because I wanted to live in denial and work on my marriage in private and pretend that my marriage was something that's not. They never come out and say the truth. So this is what her first statement came out to me that I saw, where she said, to be 1000% clear, infidelity ain't one of the reasons for our departure. So she got attitude. She's smart. She like, he ain't cheat on me, so don't even go there. That's what that's the energy I was getting. So she was like, we are still the best of friends. And child, when I tell you people were I knew I was side-eyeing. I have been through a divorce. So I had to side-eye her ass because I'm like, ain't nobody no best of friends with their ex that they about to divorce. Okay? Like, divorces are never effing fun. Never fun. And this is for me. I'm a regular person. She's a multimillionaire, and so is her soon-to-be ex-husband if they're not already divorced. There is no way. I mean, I'm not saying like you had to be ugly and slanging mud everywhere, but honestly, let's be honest, most divorces are like just like that. Okay? So for you to go way on the other extreme and pretend that y'all are the best of friends, then why are you getting divorced? Okay, let's keep going. So she said that infidelity is not one of the reasons of their departure. They're the best of friends. They are great business partners, man. They are all hunky-dory. They are living a fairy tale life. So we wonder, like, why are y'all divorcing then? It's always going to be something beeping when I'm trying to talk. But anyways, so we're like, why are y'all divorcing then if everything is so perfect? She's like, they are one hell of a team when it comes to co-parenting. They're two beautiful children. Yada, 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 yada. So, of course, me and everybody else who has half a brain is looking at her like, it sounds like everything is fine. There's no infidelity. He's your best friend. Most people don't even like their significant other, let alone their spouse. Y'all doing a great job running businesses together? Like, y'all building? What? What? And then y'all are like doing an amazing job parenting kids when most parents know it's hard to agree on how to raise our kids. So we're looking at her like, what are you getting a divorce for then? What is the problem then? Like, who would get a divorce? Like, it's so much easier to just stay married. So she went on to say, most importantly, we are family, and in the 10 years together, 7 years married, we ain't ever played with or about that. That's what she claims. So, and it's so interesting when these kinds of stories come out, we never hear from the husbands. Why is that? Why is it? Because what I'm not about to be doing is cleaning up your mess. You're not going to hear from me. If you're the one out there slinging peen all over the place and being a community ding for everybody and their mama, you will not be hearing from moi. Okay? Because what I do is like the rest of my femininity. And if I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, why am I cleaning up your mess? I'm not going to do it. And I feel like the reason why women do this is because they do feel like they got egg on their face because they did the most, like showing off their marriage. Women keep doing the same dumb ass thing over and over and over and over. And they keep expecting a different result. That is literally the definition of insanity. Stop flexing your marriage when you know it is a 9 times out of 10 your husband's going to what? Embarrass you. That's what they do. Over, like you're married to an athlete. Seriously? And you sit there and you're flexing because you don't think you're anything. You think you have no worth until you got a man's name on you. You already got a man's name. Your daddy's. Like, how many more men's names do you got to have on you? Isn't that enough? My gosh. Like, I am so sick of seeing this. I'm going to keep doing these stories forever and ever and ever because they're going to keep coming out. I'm never going to run out of content until women learn how to find their asses some self-worth. Self-worth. Not husband worth. Not master worth. Not spouse worth. Self-worth. Not partner worth. Self-worth. Self-worth. Find your worth within yourself. Because you were supposed to be something all alone. You was born already valuable. That's what God created. And you got to go find yourself a spouse to act like you got some self-worth. And then you got the nerve to fix your face and say that a woman who has a child, who gives birth to a beautiful human being, has lost value? Have you lost your mind? Let me keep going. I cannot. Like, you basically say, I don't got no value because I don't have a man attached to me. Are you serious right now? So a man is more important than you. And you wonder why you got the Jonathan Biles of the world running around talking about he to catch. You really think you're like, why are you surprised right now? You're the reason, pick-me's and mammies, that guys are running around saying these things. And they're right. They are to catch in your eyes. You are chasing them around in circles trying to find yourself a husband and get somebody to marry you and get somebody to give you a ring and get somebody to give you a last name. Simone Biles can throw Owens on the back of her name to save her life, but she wasn't stupid enough to lose Biles altogether because she know damn well we don't know who Owens is. And you about to really just lose all your worth talking about some Simone Owens. Who is that? Okay, let me keep going. So Taylor is a 1,001 actress. She's doing movies. She's doing a lot of great things. She's talented musically. She can dance her ass off. She's got an amazing body. She's a mother. She is everything. Okay, so just remember that once more. The same tired ass story keeps playing out. Amazing black women, not non-black women. Amazing black women who are literally at the pinnacle of their career. A lot of them still got a good ways to go even higher because that's how amazing they are. There is no limit. And they're with these milk duds who are literally trying to dim their light. Remember those words, y'all. Trying to pull them down to where their low level is. Trying to humble them because they can't get their asses higher up. Whose problem is that? That's your problem. You're a whole grown ass man. Like, I'm going to need you to get your life together and keep rising. How are you an NBA player or former NBA player, whatever the hell you are? Because like I said, we don't know you except for being Mr. Teyana Taylor. I do not know no Iman Shumpert, nothing. I knew Teyana Taylor, and that's why I knew an Iman Shumpert or Shumpert or however you pronounce his name. I knew Simone Biles, and that's how I knew a Jonathan Owens. Y'all are going to stop playing in our faces and pretending like these women are not God's gift to everybody on this planet. With their talent, they got more talent in one finger than these guys got in their entire goddamn bodies. And they want to sit here on playing and pretending that these women are not extremely amazing. And only black men seem to be doing that. Only black men seem to be doing that to black women. I don't think they do it to non-black women, but they definitely be doing it to black women because we've seen these stories over and over and over again, time and time and time again. And then when you speak out against it, they want to come and gaslight in your face, come into my comment section, come and make videos, Ryan Clark, and pretend like, oh, what are you talking about? They are in love. We don't know what you're talking about. You guys are twisting my... No, you're twisting your own damn words. You're the one twisting around and doing backflips because we saw the facial expressions. We saw what you said. We watched the whole damn video and we'd heard that story, the same damn stories for the last 4 or 5 years. And you're trying to pretend like people don't know what we're talking about. When we say we see a red flag, that's what the hell we're seeing is a goddamn red flag. And you're not going to sit here in our face and pretend like we are getting peed on and it's rain. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Those days are gone of everybody sleepwalking and pretending like men are God's gift or, you know, white supremacy doesn't exist or whatever the fake urban legends are going on that people think, oh, it's not really real. Go back to sleep. No, nobody's going back to sleep. We woke. You can try to co-opt that word all you want to. You damn right. We woke. Deal with it. So let me keep going because I'm about to get really mad. So Taylor noted that because she and Shumpert kept their personal business private, they were able to successfully and peacefully separate without all of the outside noise. Okay, we're happy for you. So why'd you have to say something now? Because we really weren't checking for it. Let me keep going. So she chose to make an announcement after rumors surfaced that the former NBA player was unfaithful in their marriage. So if it was not about infidelity that you're getting a divorce, boo-boo, then why do you even need to comment on some infidelity rumors? Like, why would you have to say anything? Why do you have to say anything? Like, if it's not true, do you really have to say anything? You're so private. Just stay private. Mind your business. Let people think what they want to think. Who cares, right? Isn't that what y'all saying? Like, who cares what people think, right? So why do you keep bringing us into the group chat and then wondering why people chatting all over the place? Because you brought us into the group chat. Let me breathe. So the only reason I'm even sharing this part of the chat is because the narratives are getting a little out of hand and it's unfair to all parties involved. This is what she's claiming. So she said, I hope this provided some clarity for y'all. Okay, Auntie taking y'all back out the chat. Bye. How are you, Auntie? And your children are our nieces and nieces. What are they? Our play nieces. You can't have it all. You can't have it all. You can't be an auntie and we got nieces. Like, you got to take a pick. Because they either are cousins or they are nieces. Like, take a pick. So, let's keep going. So, they said the pair met in 2011 when the pro athlete introduced himself to her at a party. He looked like a whole goddamn mess. But anyways, I'm going to shut up. He came up to me and tried to talk to me, but I was in a relationship. Taylor told Vlad TV in a 2014 interview. I don't know why people got to tell all their business. Like, if people ask you something, you really want to be private like that, and you going to cry all over the internet because people are saying stuff about you, like, just shut the fuck up. When people ask you something, just be like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't talk about my private life. But no, y'all love to flex. You love to blather about to everyone who will listen about your relationships. And then when they go south, you want no one to say anything about it. No, we're going to talk. Just like we were loving your relationship, we're going to tell it like it is when it turns out to be trash. So she said he was always on turned up, so outspoken and full of personality. The Harlem native added of Shumpert, who was with the New York Knicks at the time. During a 2016 interview on the Wendy Williams show, Taylor revealed that she and Shumpert had privately tied the knot. The Wake Up Love songstress later told GQ in a February 2017 cover story that their wedding ceremony took place in their home. So she went on to say, it was like our bathroom in our room. So right in front of the bathroom, we have double doors. So we open the doors. Pretty much we got married at the crime scene. What? Y'all, this is what I'm talking about. Like, what? Nobody's asking for this information. A crime scene? Okay, I can't. But then when we telling you to blink twice, now it's our fault. Let me keep going. So it was really a special moment to get married in that home, period, Taylor said. The former couple who has been featured in a Skims campaign, because they are all over the place. We're going to explain that later why they are both all over the place, because what is he doing? Also had a reality television show on E! Titled We Got Love, Teyana and Iman. Y'all. So they have an entire reality show, but now it's we want privacy. I've always had privacy. My family has always been private. We always private. You know, my butt cheeks are all over everywhere on the beach. We're private. Even though he in the videos and we ain't got no clothes on together, we private. Even though I'm telling everybody we have menage a trois, we private. We have a whole reality show, but we're private. No, you're only private when your relationship blows up in your face and it starts to look like a hot mess. So you don't see this coming? We don't owe y'all anything. None of the public owes you anything. If we want to say something, we can say something. If you don't want to say something, keep us out the chat. So they had a whole reality show and it followed their family dynamic. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like she said, when she filed for divorce, nobody knew about it. Nobody was talking about them. But she knew damn good and well the truth was going to come out because they always do. And then now here she come. Of course you know it's related to infidelity. So apparently there are these cheating rumors that come out. And now she got to say something all of a sudden. No, you didn't. You could have just kept staying quiet. Why does it even matter? If you know you're about to divorce his ass anyway, why does it matter? It's like, for instance, like Ashanti and Nelly. Nobody know why they broke up. We still don't know. And really, do people really care? No, we don't. So if you really don't want people to know, you don't have to say anything. But you're saying something because you don't have any security within yourself. You don't have any self-worth without him being attached to you. So it's like, oh my gosh, my world is ending. Like, who was that actress that said she was like so embarrassed? Was it Cardi B? Yes, it was Cardi B, Miss Big Mouth herself, Miss Stripper Queen, talking about I'm too embarrassed. I want to hide. I don't want to tell people like what the truth is. Like, we really been like separated for a minute. If you weren't so worried about your worth being attached to a male, it really should not matter that y'all don't, because we saw it coming a mile away. But y'all want to look at us like we crazy. They want to look at the public and the people that's looking at them like people who pay for them, who give them a view, the ratings, the views, their dollars, their time, everything, the sharing on the social media. We talk about you. We are like your own personal currency bank and we ain't getting paid nothing. And then you get mad when we see what we see and we say what we say and you know we telling the truth, but everybody want to talk shit about us and then the truth come out like a month later and it's like, I already told you so. We're tired at this point. So I want y'all to go into the details here of how a hot mess that this marriage is. This marriage was a whole hot mess. The truth came out. And that's what we're going to really talk about today. Because I know for me, I was floored. Like I literally, it's one thing to be a whole like cheater. We expect that. Can we keep it a buck? We expect the men to cheat. We expect the husbands to cheat. That's why the marriage rates have declined. Not only do women not benefit from a marriage because of all the work that's involved, we really don't move up in our careers like we want to. Ain't nobody really getting no alimony. Let's keep it real. Because most of the guys are like, you trying to get my money. You don't have any money to get. A lot of times the women are the whole breadwinners. I'm about to go off on people. I'm about to go off. We are not benefiting. And then on top of that, you cheating on me all over the place. And I got to be faithful to you because I'm married to you, but you everywhere giving you everybody's boyfriend. So it's one thing for the man to be cheating because we expect it. We expect it. I'm not here to lie. Y'all, that's why I give y'all a heads up. We're the taboo channel. We the unpopular opinion channel. We're going to tell the fucking truth. We expect your husband to cheat all over the place on you, especially if his ass got a couple of dollars in the bank and he's a whole entire athlete. He ain't got to be looking like really anything because guys are not known for their looks. He has money. He has fame, and a lot of chicken heads see that as power or whatever, and they see it some way like, oh, well, he can help me come up because he's attached to like industry people. He's with Teyana Taylor. Who's Teyana attached to? Oh, that guy that she said didn't cover her, Pharrell Williams, I think, right? So it's like they know we can get in if we sleep with him. He gonna help us do this, or at the minimum, we gonna get a bag out of it. We may get pregnant, get some child support for 18 years, and put some money in the bank for ourselves. Just basically live off of this whole scandal. We can do a tell-all book, etc., etc., etc. So we expect that to happen. We expect it to happen because even raggedy ass regular dudes are running around trying to have a few different females at one time. They cannot barely juggle. They always get caught. But anyways, so we expect that. But this part here, this was the part that really pissed me the F off. This is the part that pissed me off. Because like I said, we expect your sorry, weak, non-control having tail to cheat on somebody. We expect that because you think you guys you think everybody needs to be being graced with your peen or whatever. We expect that. But I think because of what my own like tragedy that I just recently went through with my own like narcissistic abuse relationship, this just really hit home, too close to home for me. So yeah, let me read what's happening here. So I need to go into Daily Mail because usually Daily Mail, shout out to dailymail.co.uk. They be really getting receipts. They do not play around. You got the American media be, we just telling you just enough. We got to do. Anyways, I ain't got time for that. I came for the story. If you're not going to give me the real story, I need to go to a media outlet that will. So this says Teyana Taylor is exasperated. We already heard that part. They was leaking. Something leaked out. Allegedly, and the rumor mill is saying it was Iman Shumpert who leaked some stuff out. And we'll explain how that happened. Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. So apparently Teyana Taylor, like when she filed for divorce, she just used their initials so that things could stay on the hush hush. She didn't want anybody in her business. Even though when things are quote unquote good, which we're going to learn soon that things were never good, they want everybody in their business. But then when things start to really hit the fan, the women are like, I can't take the lies. I can't pretend no more for you. I can't clean up your mess anymore. Now they about to shave their hair off. We don't know what's going to happen. They're having a whole meltdown. When things get to that point now, suddenly everybody wants to be private. Suddenly everybody wants to hush and be quiet and take us out the chat. Take us out the group chat, which we don't mind that really. Let's keep it real. I don't really care. I'm glad you're taking out the group chat because I don't want to hear about it. But if I had to hear about it, I'm going to have to talk about it because now I got to explain why black women are once again in this boondoggle, as Tonya TKO would say, why we are once again in this whole cluster muck of a relationship situation. And I want people to know this is not okay. All black women are not pick-me's. We're not all mammies. We're not all so desperate and thirsty that we would do anything for a ring. Some of us, having children or not, are out here doing a damn thing, doing what we have to do to make it on our own. And we are going to have our value. We know our self-worth. And that's why we're not married, because we're not settling. We have standards and boundaries. Shout out to Cynthia G. We got the standards and boundaries on lock. So no, you're not coming over here because it's not hard to get a husband. I can do a 2-minute video to tell you how to get a husband. It's really not that difficult. So let me read this article because I want to keep this video short. Teyana Taylor's exasperated her estranged husband, Iman Shumpert, for leaking their increasingly ugly divorce to the public, it is claimed. Sources told TMZ that when she initially filed for divorce in January, she used only their initials in order to protect their privacy and that of their children. However, Iman is alleged to have blown their cover with the recent legal filing because he is dumb as a box of bricks, and when she used their full names, thereby making them a matter of public record. I don't think he did it on purpose. I just think he literally is dumb as a box of bricks. So they announced their separation on social media in September, but maintained an appearance of cordiality, with Teyana, age 32, even calling Iman her bestie, which nobody believed who has any kind of sense. Now, however, it is said that they no longer live together and only speak to each other with regards to their daughters, Junie, age 7, and Rue, 3. So, I don't know why we keep doing this to ourselves, black women. Stop dating these guys. Like, get someone on your level. We should know by now at this point, black men do not know how to deal with successful black women. They don't know how to deal with it. The majority of them just don't. So let's just assume none of them do. And it's time to open up those options. You're just not going to find that unicorn of a black male who knows, who is successful in his own right, can maintain his success, always doing better, a little bit better than you, because men are supposed to be the providers and the protectors, and is okay with his woman being amazing and can help her. It does not exist. It does not exist. Not in all one pack. You're not going to get it all. You're not going to get the bestie. You're not going to get the fairy tale. You're not going to get the sex god and everything you think. You're not getting it all in one package. Not from a black male. We keep trying to do this, and women keep fumbling about, struggling, tripping over themselves, trying to pretend like they hit the jackpot. I've got the unicorn, and then the truth comes out like a few years later. And is anybody really surprised? No. At this point, we're just tired, because it's like, okay, we got to hear about your... You know why the public is sick of it? Because we are on the roller coaster ride with your ass. Like, we hear about it, and we're like, okay, like, we're kind of cautiously optimistic, and like, okay, well, you better not hurt her. And then, you know, the woman is happy, and she's like, I got the ring. I miss Owens, even though you don't know who that is. And look at me. And then everyone's like happy for you. We're trying to be, even though we low key know it ain't gonna work. But we like, girl, you go, girl. Oh my gosh, your pictures are so cute, girl. Couples goals. You know, we're happy for you. And then things start to unravel. And now you want to throw us to the curb. Like, we're your friends too. We're going through this with you. And you want to throw us to the curb and leave us out of it and not talk to us. And we sitting here like, we know that man is putting hands and feet on you. We know that man is calling you names. We know he doing this to you, girl. Like, let us in. Let us in the house so we can kick his ass. And y'all don't want to let us in. It's not fair. It's not right. It's not fair. And we're tired. When Al said on Fox Soul to take us out the group chat, I felt that to the bottom. I felt that in my soul. Like, please take us out the group chat, Jada Pinkett Smith. We are tired. We're tired. Because it's like literally like a rerun of this. Like, it's over and over. And you know why it feels like so much? Because of social media and internet. You can't get away from it. And it's there. And you have to deal with it whether you want to or not. And a lot of people got their own stuff going on, which of course I don't, because I have peace and I'm loving it. But people got their own stuff going on. And then it's like people like me who have to educate others because we want black women to stop suffering. And it's a lot. It's a lot. Like, when are we going to learn a lesson somewhere and just like say, fuck it. Like, I'm going to go get a Brad or something, Jason Lee or something. I don't know. Somebody else, Asian, Native American, something, anything. Just try. Like, at this point, I'm like, just try to do something different. Try to do something different. So Teyana confirmed the news of her divorce with her husband, Iman Shumpert, last Friday after 7 years of marriage, which we all know 7 years is the itch. And we know that's the average marriage lasts about 7 to 8 years. So the song, and this is just data. This is just hardcore, regular schmegular, black and white data you can find anywhere on the internet for marriage and divorce rates and statistics. It's really right there, playing like clockwork. But the song just took to her Instagram stories on Friday to share her feelings on the divorce proceedings and her reaction. I'm not going to be repetitive because some of these articles will be so repetitive. So she's talking about she's a private person, blah, 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 blah. She says she ain't want to say anything, blah, 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 blah. I always have a hard time getting into like the real details of what is really going on here. But here it goes. Okay, so they say in the legal docs, the white man can't jump actress said that the relationship was doomed because Shumpert was all kinds of insecure. Are we surprised? Does it sound familiar? Another black male like that's that's competing against his woman, first and foremost, which is a negative. Feeling insecure because they're conquered, and the only thing they feel like they can conquer is their black woman. And then when she's doing better than them in their perceived mind, sometimes she really is, a lot of times she really is. Now it's like the whole world is about to explode, and this is when they need to humble you and treat you like crap to bring you back down underneath them, which is like in hell somewhere. And we just can't go that far down because black women are great. So that's when all hell breaks loose. So she said he was very insecure about their respective levels of fame, and that explains why he was in all the commercials with her, all the videos with her. He's acting, they're doing reality shows. Like, I honestly feel like if she's saying she's so private, it probably wasn't even her that wanted to do half this stuff. He probably was the one pushing her. And because, like women always do, black women especially, we trying to keep the family together. We're trying to have the good marriage. We're trying to be a good woman. We're trying to support our man and speak life into him, even though we ain't getting nothing but death. So we be doing the most to keep them happy. And I feel like she was going way out of her comfort zone and doing a lot, especially when it comes to being a mother and like putting your children out there in the spotlight. And you really don't want to be doing that. So I just feel like now that I'm looking at it, I feel like it was him pushing, because fathers do not be on the same level as mothers a lot of times when it comes to like being overprotective about your child and them being out in the public like that. So I feel like it was him pushing her because he was jealous and he's like, I want some fame. So we got to go do a reality show. Oh, you doing a commercial? I want to be in a commercial too. Oh, you doing Kanye West? Because Kanye West's video with Teyana Taylor should have been just Teyana Taylor. That was like the pinnacle. From what she said, that was like the pinnacle of, like, that was really like a climatic moment for her. That was a climatic moment for her. He shouldn't. Why was he in there? Why is your husband in here with the individual? Like, why is he here? Is he a singer or rapper too? Like, why is he here? And somebody said, oh my gosh, like, I'm so glad I didn't have to hear it. Somebody said Iman Shumpert called himself trying to rap. No Shaq. No every other awkward ass big NBA player trying to rap. No. No. And why do they have to be so awkward? Like, you play basketball, you play a sport, like, don't you know how to move gracefully? Do they all have to like take that ballet class or something so they know how to move like they're used to moving with their big bodies? Like, why are you so awkward? Okay, let me go. So she said that Shumpert was worrying like whether he was good enough for her. You are a big ass NBA player with your own money. I think she said he made more money than her. Of course you're good enough for me. Like, what are you talking about? Why do I have to massage your ego? See, this is what I don't have energy for, y'all. This is what I don't have energy for. I'm not massaging nobody's ego. I'm not doing it. You need to feed your own ego. Like, guys' egos be way too big for me. Like, I don't have the capacity within me to like be a mother and maintain my own self-care and self-esteem and self-worth and self-love and self-value. And then I gotta like take care of your... No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. So Taylor was in court docs accusing Shumpert of treating her cruelly, which I believe it, and displaying extreme narcissistic behavior throughout the majority of their marriage. This is what broke my fucking heart, because I'm like, I literally just went through this with my ex. So when I tell you, like, them narcissists be trying to break you, ooh, girl, like, I can't even explain it. Like, it's like this. It's like the stronger you are, the more they are so effing evil. Like, they're so evil. I feel like there should be a sign that they have to wear to warn people about their mental personality disorder. I don't consider it an illness. You got a disorder. You got a problem. You can go fix it, but you don't want to. And they are evil. They are evil. If I just see just an inkling of a narcissistic trait popping up on anyone, I'm running the other way as fast as my little legs can go. I'm gone. I'm jumping in my Porsche. I'm flying away from you, because they're crazy. They're evil. And they always want to get with women who they know are strong and beautiful. They never get with like the pick-me's. They don't want the pick-me's. I've seen it firsthand. They don't want the pick-me's. They don't want the mammies. They don't want the women, because they feel like narcissistic males. I can't speak for narcissistic women. The males feel like they are so God's gift to the planet that they have to have a woman of equal or higher caliber. Like they feel so highly of themselves that they're like, I can't just be with a regular female that's going to kiss my ass. Like, I need to be with the creme de la creme. And then, of course, if a woman is that high of a caliber, she's not going to be kissing your ass. Like, she's going to be a good woman. She can be faithful. She can be loyal to you. She can cook and clean. Like, but she's not kissing your ass. Like, there's only so far she's going to go. She has her boundaries and her standards. And that's exactly what a narcissist does not want you to have. Like, you give them a boundary, they purposely will break it. And then you might be breaking their face. Like, if you're a strong enough woman, you might want to break their face. But I'm telling you, like, these people. And the scary thing is America's making a lot of them. And I feel like that's why we're seeing so much violence going on in our country today, and probably in the world, but especially in America, because America breeds a lot of narcissists. And people, like, especially when it's a male, because they're very aggressive and physical. So, like, if they don't get their way, if life does not go the way they feel like they're entitled for it to go, if they're not getting the access to women that they feel they're entitled to have, everyone's getting shot up. Like, they shoot up an entire damn neighborhood. It's just complete mayhem. And this really needs to be addressed. But it's just like, because males are in power and they're narcissistic them damn selves, I feel like they don't even see an issue with it, because they're probably like, well, that's something I would do, so what's the big deal? Or, God forbid, I make a crazy law that really punishes these clowns the way they should be punished, because if I go out and do that, then I'm going to be having to be susceptible to my own laws that I created. We can't be having that. That's why you got the DV rates through the roof and nothing's happening. They are letting these guys out over and over and over. They're giving them a slap on the wrist. There's guys running around right now with like 20 felonies on their record, and they're just out on bond again. So I'm telling y'all, when I tell y'all to go outside your race, I am not playing with you. It's at this point a point of life and death. That's how serious it is. It's a life and death thing. It's not even like, I would rather you be single. I don't care how many kids you have. Like, make his ass pay child support, move far, far away from his ass, and be single. Like, just, we have to do something different, ladies. We can't keep having these stories every week about another raggedy marriage that you're trying to pretend is not raggedy, but we all know it is. And stop. You know what I had this conversation with my sister yesterday. Stop forcing women into marriage. Stop shaming us into marriage. Marriage is not a prize. Marriage is not a benefit for women. Just stop it. Just stop it. Women are pretty intelligent. And if a guy is doing what he's supposed to do and she demands, she wants him to marry her, then that's what she wants to do. But to just sit there and you see a woman not getting married on purpose for a reason, and you're trying to still say, like, you need to get married. You need to shut the fuck up. You're not living my life. Like, who are you to tell me what I need to be doing? Are you about to come babysit my kids? Are you about to come pay some bills? Why are you in my business? And these would be the same people to tell you not to be in other people's business, that put their business out there in the public eye, that put their business out there on the world stage for everyone to see and comment on. But what they have a problem with is we're not oohing and eyeing over your fake ass relationship, because we've seen it happen time and time again. We know that shit is fake. It's frick. We know it's fake. And then that's when you have an issue. Oh no. Oh my gosh. No. What that Jonathan Owens guy did, it fell flat on his face. It did not fall the way you thought it would. You thought it would play out differently and women would swoon. Or I feel like they were almost like testing us to see how far can we go with this whole like kissing males' asses. How far can we go? And when people had an entire uproar, as we rightfully should have, it's like, oh, now it's a problem. Just like Ayanna Taylor telling Ebony K. Williams to date a bus driver, and she's saying no, and we had another uproar. Only black women go through this. I don't see other races of women going through this. So maybe it's time for us to date something different, because apparently our guys don't know what the rules are and what we're not going to put up with. And my boundaries and standards aren't changing. That's why I made my channel, to teach other women. You don't have to change yours either. Fuck a shame. I don't care about no shame. You don't matter enough for me to care about what you think of me. That's the only way your shame will matter, is I have to actually care, and I don't. When you stop caring what people think about you, that's when you're free. So this was a clusterfuck of a marriage. The truth is coming out that he was being entire extreme. And see, the thing is, when people go through their divorces, the truth has to come out, because now you have to give a reason, which is another thing I can't stand. You had to almost plead with the court to let you get a divorce. You have to give them a reason. They say you don't. They say, oh, it's no fault. They're trying to fix it so that men don't have to get in trouble for their cheating ass ways, and they don't have to be on the hook for like paying money or whatever. But they still expect you to give them a reason. And so for women to be like basically like making it a surefire way that they're going to get out of this cluster mess of a crap marriage. They have to spill all these details, and you have to be extreme. You can't be nice about it, because these are males you're talking to, and they're going to be like, well, was it really that bad that he locked you in the closet for 3 days? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to downplay stuff. So you have to be so freaking dramatic and be like, this is what like you breaking down into, I can't even imagine what she had to go through to replay what was happening in that nightmare of a marriage just to get this divorce approved. So she said that Shumpert became more and more angry with her fame and would grill her about it and provoke arguments via text messages. Been there, done that. Later saying he was sorry in a toxic and repeating cycle. Been there, done that. That's why I left. Taylor said that by 2022, the relationship had deteriorated to the point that she filed for divorce, then asked her lawyers to withdraw her filing the next day because he asked her to. Shumpert asked her to. She told the court she was unable to handle the emotional roller coaster. Oh, there's that word again. The fans are on here with you on this roller coaster, by the way. And she said by the time 2023 rolled around and decided to move forward, she decided to move forward with the divorce. Because at some point, you just can't take it no more. You know, if you don't leave, you're going to die in that relationship or / marriage. You think I'm playing. Like, you know, if you don't get out, you will die. They're breaking you down so much. And this doesn't even have to be like a physical thing. Just the emotional turmoil, the mental, just complete mental breakdown. It's too much. It's too much. And women will have every right to walk away and not want to look back. Women have every right to never want to get married again. They have every right to never want to get married. If you have a right to have no kids and you want people to respect that, women have a right to leave a raggedy ass marriage. I don't care how many kids you have. Make his ass pay for him. Because it's like, you're the reason I had to leave. You made the marriage unbearable. It's not my job to keep a marriage together when I'm not the one doing anything wrong. So in confirming their separation in September after 7 years of marriage, Taylor said that infidelity was not the cause of the breakup, but she took a different tack in her divorce court papers. What did I tell you? When you're getting a divorce, the truth has to come out if you want to get approved to leave his ass. To legally leave him behind and cut all ties from him, you have to spill the details. All the nitty gritty ugly details that you try to pretend to the public eye isn't happening. And I'm like, you don't even have to be like pretending. You don't got to tell us anything, but you don't need to be sitting here pretending like y'all are besties. Don't do the most. Because now you just flat out lying. Like, don't do the most. Just be like, you guys, can you please respect my privacy at this time? We're going through a difficult time. Because anyone with any kind of damn sense, again, they know it's a divorce. It's not fun. That's why a lot of people that get divorced don't ever get married again. Because divorces suck. They suck. People will literally take their own life over some divorce. Like, it is not fun. So you don't need to put on no strong face, especially when you're young and that's like your first marriage too. Like, and it never gets any easier. I can only assume because I'm never getting married again. But my point is, people who've been through it know it's not easy. I don't know anybody that's ever fixed their face and say, what are you talking about, girl? It wasn't that bad. I've never heard that in my entire life. Ever in my entire life. Ever. And my divorce wasn't even that bad. And it still sucked. So Iman's lawyer, Stephen C. Steele, told TMZ on Thursday, Mr. Shumpert hopes parties and councils can work toward a fair resolution, keeping the best interests of the children a paramount concern. In April, Taylor denied rumors that circulated on TikTok that she had a drug overdose after learning Shumpert had been unfaithful to her. See? What did I just say? Literally just trying to kill you. Like, literally trying to kill you. Like, if they don't have to put hands on you, but they will do stuff that's so evil and diabolical and vile that you will do the work for them. Because you mentally just need to check out. Like, you cannot take it anymore. You cannot live another minute in that raggedy death hell of a relationship. So Taylor and Shumpert initially met. I don't care how they met. So anyways, that was what I really wanted to go over, was just the horrible nightmare of a behavior that she had been going through with him. And again, like I said, every time I try to get the details, I cannot get them all. But she was saying that she had to dim her light. But she said, like, Taylor alleges that the emotional and the mental abuse, like I just said, it doesn't have to always be physical. The emotional and the mental can be, like, sometimes even worse, because those wounds, no one can see them, and they don't really heal unless you really do the work. It's easy to go to a doctor and say, put a Band-Aid on me. It's not so easy to go to a therapist and say, fix my brain. Help me forget all my memories of, like, how he's treated me all these years. So she was stating that she tried to dim her light. And this is another thing that I just felt like was, like, so heartbreaking, because I've been there. And there's nothing worse than God giving you a God-given, like, amazing, one-of-a-kind talent. And you can't even, like, live your life to walk in your higher purpose, because your person who's supposed to love you, especially if they're married to you, so this is supposed to be your, like, divine person, right? Because they're quote unquote married to you by 3D standards. They're the main ones forcing you to suppress your true self. You're never gonna survive in that, ever. You cannot suppress your higher self for that long a period of time and expect to survive it. So she had to dim her light for the sake of their marriage, but eventually she found herself being manipulated and controlled. Yeah, she was already manipulated and controlled when she started dimming her light for his raggedy ass. He may not say it, but they manipulate you enough to make you feel like that's what you have to do. He might be like, well, man, like, I don't even see you like that anymore. Or, oh, you staying out all night with these guys. What about me? They be doing little stupid shit like that. They be trying to make you feel guilty. And the next thing you know, she said it. I feel like I'm, like, being psychic right now, but she literally said it. Like, next thing you know, you're letting go of things like good, like deals, money that you could be making, contracts. You're letting, like, job opportunities go to make him happy. And when you start doing that, it's time to go. It's time to go, because it's like, what am I even with you for? You are not building. I'm not getting wealthier. I'm not building generational wealth. I'm not living a better life with you in it. Like, the best advice my mother ever gave me when it came to males was, I can do bad by my damn self. I can do bad by my damn self. Like, if I gotta raise these kids and deal with your drama, your dick, dust, and drama every time you come to the door, I'm better off alone. Not lonely, alone. There's a difference. And peaceful and alone. Sleeping good every night, not worrying about nobody cheating on you, not worrying about somebody coming in yelling at you about a bunch of nothing, not worrying about hands and feet being put on you, not worrying about somebody trying to manipulate you, not worrying about somebody getting in the way of your business and your goals and your dreams, not worrying about somebody hating on you, so when you get money, they don't even help you invest it. None of that. You ain't worrying about none of that. You sleep good every single night knowing you can wake up and make your own dreams come true. Ain't nobody gonna fucking get in your way. So, Shumpert has been involved, she claims, in multiple cheating scandals, even though she claimed earlier that infidelity was not the reason they were getting divorced. It probably isn't the reason. But don't act like he ain't cheat. Because she was the one, she was like Cardi B coming out. Them New York girls are a different breed, y'all. I'm tired. I love New Yorkers, love y'all energy, but when it comes to dating, y'all be letting a lot of stuff slide. I'd be like, okay. Okay. Like, I'm not coming out to explain away your infidelity. You gonna need to come out and explain it. Like, I like when politicians cheat and their wife has to stand by their side, which I don't know if I can manage to do that either, but they'll be standing by their side. But the husband's the one, and of course they're white, the husband's the one standing out saying, I slept with that woman and I'm sorry. He's giving the statement. The woman just be standing there like, I ain't about to say nothing. You lucky I'm standing here. I'm not saying shit. I wish I would come out making a statement about my husband cheating on me. Child, bye. The only statement I'm making is me getting something on the side of my damn self. Like, you're not cheating by yourself. And then I got to come out and clean up your mess. Not this one. Not this one. And he had more money than her. So why don't you just go get your PR guy to, like, write up a statement and put some shit on social media? Why I got to do it? I didn't cheat. Let these dudes hang out to dry. Let them deal with their stuff on their own. Let them grow the F up. Cut the umbilical cord. They did not just detach themselves from their mother to come to attach themselves to you. So she said that Shumpert had the multiple cheating scandals. He had a DUI arrest. He had some weed possession. He had a hit and run instinct child. All I keep hearing over and over in my head is, I can do bad by my damn self. I can do bad by my damn self. Like, we don't have time for you and all your criminal activity. we don't have time for that. Like, what are you doing? Taylor announced his separation in September, clarifying that infidelity wasn't a reason for the departure. She now seeks temporary and permanent primary physical custody of their 2 children, joint legal custody, and child support, stating that Shumpert left the family home in October. And I told you, this is another part I'm glad they said, because I didn't want to say it until I actually read it, because I wanted to get the details right. But she said that he basically has not spent any kind of real time with his daughter since he left. So he's a true narcissist. They're like, if I can't have you, like, what I want the kids for? There's some sometimey half-ass parenting agreement that what are you doing? It doesn't work like that. You don't get to divorce your kids too, because you're not getting any punani. So now your kids are like out of the picture. Like, what are we doing here? They're not me. I'm not them. You're their parent. You have a relationship with them. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, I'm just the other half of them. That does not mean that every time you interact with them, I need to be attached to you. Yuck. So let me know what y'all think about this story. This is really sad. It did break my heart. People keep getting it twisted, and I really don't care about people in their reverse psychology or their gaslighting or their manipulation tactics. Been there, done that. I am 41 years, a whole big 41. You ain't showing me anything new. I have been to hell and back. So your little manipulative tactics ain't gonna work over here. I literally don't care what people think. So for you to sit here and expect me to be like, oh, I'm not going to talk about this and I'm going to just turn the other. No, I'm not turning no cheek. It's time for me to be auntie and teach other women what not to deal with, because sometimes you can't see it, especially when you're in it yourself. You cannot see it. Sometimes you don't have nobody around you to tell you what you should be looking for, what the signs are, what the red flags are. So we don't care what you're saying to us. Real recognize real, and we gonna call like we see it. If it's a red flag, it's a red flag, and we calling it out. Ain't nobody holding their tongue to protect abusers anymore. That's over and done with. No one's hiding and showing, like putting a shadow over you or a curtain over you so you can continue to harm others. Why the hell would I do that? We're not doing that no more. And that's why these guys are running around mad, trying to jump in people's comments, trying to bully women to be quiet. Get your punk, abusive, raggedy ass out of my face before I go report you. And women, I'm telling you, call the cops, okay? They're your best friend. Call the police. Don't let these ragamuffin bandits manipulate you into not going to get some help. Because trust me, if their shoe was on the other foot, they'd be calling the police quick. Even when the shoe's not on the other foot, they will call the police on you. And sit there and cry like a little bitch and get you locked up and you ain't even do nothing. And stop marrying these bums, because they're going to sit here and cheat on you and treat you like crap and then still walk away with the bag. It's just dumb. And the only reason you're marrying them is because you want to flex or you want to try to have some value. You're valuable without them. So you're valuable with them or without them. They are a non-issue. They are irrelevant to you. If they were that important, God would have demanded that you be born with a husband attached to your hip. You are valuable by yourself. That's what God wants you to know. Love yourself first. Now, I was about to say first and only, but let me stop. But love yourself first. And when love is not being served in that environment anymore, what our ancestors Nina and Simone said, get up from the table. Get up from, you hear me, Simone Biles? You are invoking her name. Get up from that table when love is no longer being served. Love yourself first. Choose yourself first, always. So that's all I wanted to say. Thanks everybody for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos. And take care of yourselves. Enjoy these holidays, hopefully with your families. Rest. Have that self-care. Have your peace. And don't apologize for it. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.